I will not immediately dive into music. I will talk about I'll talk about other things first.
Okay.
So I woke up to I woke up and immediately went to the bathroom this morning. And I'm sitting there in the bathroom and I see a little ant crawling across my bathtub, the edge of my bathtub, and I'm like, no, we're not having that. So I squish him, I kill him.
Yeah.
He's got a friend and another friend and another friend, and they're all coming from either, I don't know if they're coming from above, like the roof, or if they're coming from behind my toilet, but they kind of were congregating behind the toilet. So I should tell my landlord, I will tell my landlord, but I bought like a trap, like one of the little ant bait things, and put it
Yeah.
back there because I'm like, we're not having this.
Yeah, no, those is it like the liquid trap?
Mm.
Those are so good. That's all we use in our house cuz like the other ones, the like little kind of look like a little house, the little like white plastic ones.
The little raid ones,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Those don't do anything. We can only use the liquid ones. None of the other ones work.
Yeah, it's like I think they're like taro or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Terro. I know that I bought those before and they worked at my parents' house. So
yeah.
I was like, it's fucking $5 for or $6 for a pack of 4.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put one behind the toilet and fuck off ants. Like I haven't had like an infestation problem. I had like
Yeah.
4 stink bugs in my bathroom when I first moved in. Uh, I think I said before, the assistant um, property manager was like, "That's not the welcoming committee we wanted," and tried to flush them down the toilet.
Yeah.
Um, but like, I haven't had stink bugs inside the apartment in a while. I had a house spider the other day up in the corner,
Right, right,
like
right.
up like where the ceiling and the wall meet, and I was like, "We're not having this." It was like Friday morning. No, it was Thursday morning, and I was like, "We're not having this." And
Right.
I took one of my folding chairs, brought it into the bedroom, and a paper towel. And I scream when it twitched after I thought I'd killed it? Yes. I squeaked and
As one
jumped.
does. Yeah.
But like, it's fine.
Yeah.
I got through it. I got the thing out. Cause like, my thing is, house spiders look like fucking freaky as shit. Like they're big. They're like daddy long legs. Technically are not spiders. I understand they're technically not spiders.
Right.
They don't freak me out at all. Little tiny spiders with little tiny legs do not freak me out.
Sure.
But it's when they have real thick legs that I get weirdly like super freaked out, and I'm like, I can't. I no.
Yeah.
Um, Atlas,
Aw,
thank you for
Atlas.
popping in. We love you. Also, thank you for the resubscribe, Enzo.
And hello, new follower. I'm
Yes.
imagining that sounds like the Batman things. Batman.
I don't even know who that is.
Other spiders and our allies against creepy little spiders. Yeah, we get
I don't
these
like house spiders.
big fuzzy spiders, like jumping spiders in our house sometimes, and they're really, really cute. And I can't kill them. I can't.
Understandable.
They're too like interactive. Like they're just so curious and they're so cute and I can't do it. It feels like I'm killing a puppy.
I also love so much that our thing makes it so like you cannot at all see my outfit ever. And
I
I
know,
still
it's
dress
kind
up
of like
every time. Everybody,
yes.
I'm wearing stays.
So cute. We stan. Um
Oh, you still really can't see them. They just look
Spider.
black in this lighting because it's fucking raining and I refuse to put my overhead light on.
See, wolf spiders I don't fuck with. They get too big. They're
I mean, the
scary. I
thing
don't
is,
like them.
I believe they can't bite you though.
Wolf spiders?
I believe they, okay, because there's like, I'm from New England. Y'all know this. There's a thing where
I'm gonna Google this.
specifically They can? Okay. I don't typically think they do cuz like I remember a whole thing about so you know cranberry bogs. It's a very New England fucking thing to say. Um but they in order to harvest the cranberries, we're talking about spiders. Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll make it quick, I.
Hi.
Um in cranberry bogs, so in order to harvest the cranberries, they flood the field and make the bog.
Right.
And one of the things when they're hiring people is they ask, "Are you afraid of spiders?
Right.
Like, are you afraid of big spiders?"
Right.
And all these like tough dudes say, "No, we're not afraid of spiders." You know how many people fucking quit because they get in there and they scream like a little girl because wolf spiders climb up to their heads,
Ew.
like on top of their heads because the wolf spiders try and get out of the water.
This makes me sad. I don't like them. Listen, I don't like wolf spiders. They're really big and they scare me. Um, I can't help but also feel a little bit of like sympathy because like they don't
My
want
thing
to
is,
drown.
wolf spiders are big.
Yeah.
I can just fucking chuck it away from me. That's
Right.
fine.
Just scoop
I
her.
know it's not gonna cling on to me, as opposed to little tiny spiders, where it's a lot harder to get the velocity to get them the fuck away.
Yeah, I
And daddy
do.
long legs, technically not spiders, the most. They are the most. Technically, they're the most venomous, but they can't actually bite us as humans. They
Right.
physically cannot bite us.
No.
So daddy long legs, cool in my book, 100%. Great.
We don't really have daddy long legs here. We have wood spiders. They don't bite. But
Oh,
they
that's
kind
good.
of look like daddy long legs, but I don't think they are. Um but yeah, and then just the jumping spiders. It's because of that fucking I think it was a Facebook video series about Lucas the spider. He was like a little jumping spider and he was voiced by like
Oh,
someone's kid and it was really cute. And so now
that's
I
cute.
I can't I, they're just so
Do
cute.
do we wanna do I want to intro?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had to gather my thoughts. Hello everybody
Hello
and welcome
and welcome
to
to
the
the
Sugar
Sugar Packet
Packet
Podcast.
Podcast. Hi,
I love how
Spooky.
we always go in on a different thing. Like we always the two of us are never in sync on what we're gonna do. We
Exactly.
don't talk about it
No,
ever.
we never have a conversation about how we're gonna intro. Oh my god, Snake.
Oh, call us nerd
All of
snake.
our friends are
Wow.
here. Well, almost all of our friends.
Where's Mac and
I know.
Ray?
Where's
Mac,
Moxie?
I told Mac to get the clippy fingies ready
Yeah,
this one.
play. You guys, before we get too far in, there's a new chat command.
Yes, there is.
Oh my god, Katie.
Katie, thank you for gifting a sub to Snake.
Queen of the gifties, the gifty fingers.
The gifty finger.
We got clippy
I don't know
fingies,
if
we
I
got
like that.
gifty fingies. That felt
Katie
weird.
is also clippy fingies.
True.
It's very much like Katie and Mac share clippy fingies.
Yeah. The shared responsibility here. Um, we do have, like I said, we do have a new chat command, which is, I will show you what it is, because I didn't tell anyone that I was doing this. For anyone who
There we
missed
go.
the message, Acknowledge Your 20 now has a live, intact, for the most part, Patreon. Do
It is in its infancy,
yeah.
but it is public and you can use it.
Yeah,
You can
it
subscribe to
is
it.
very baby. Um, but you are welcome to join. Oh my gosh! I just saw the notification again, Katie. Thank you again, by the way. Just in case you didn't hear me the first time. But yeah, feel free to join our Patreon if you want early access or behind the scenes. Right now that's kind of all we're able to do just because we're still sourcing some items,
Merch related things, yes.
merch related things. And yeah, all of our higher tiers are available for one person each. That's just so that I could limit the amount of people who got themselves into a waiting game, while also not having to delete every single tier other than our first one. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
really for us so that you guys don't get mad that you don't get your rewards for those tiers.
there are warnings on every single higher tier. Okay, there are warnings
It
there.
yeah, it will not be an immediate
No,
receival of those higher tier items. Those will be something that we are working towards, and those who do subscribe to them will get them. It just might take a little longer than a month.
it will take much longer than
Absolutely
a
more than
month.
a month,
So,
but hopefully a few months you'll get your stuff. But
there's
they are like, yeah,
yeah, there's
sorry.
also no, you're totally fine. Don't even worry about it. There's also special merch associated with each tier, that is exclusive to Patreon only. Once you've been a patron for 3 months, you get access to certain merch items. So those will be available in 3 months. Um, and if someone's part of that, could you let us know how the quality is? This is like a super new program I think that Patreon is running. So it'd be cool to know if it's like nice or if it's not super nice.
Yeah, we don't know the level of quality, and we are very interested to know that information. Um, we don't want to expect the worst or anything like that. But literally, I looked like I think all of us looked to try
Yeah.
and see if there were any reviews of the quality of the merch of the service at all, and it looks so new that there isn't even like a single YouTube video about it or anything like that,
No, or like there's not even like a forum on Patreon or
or
anywhere
like a Reddit
else.
thread or
Yeah.
anything like that regarding it. Yeah,
Yeah, there's just nothing. So,
yeah.
if you get
So
a
we
sticker or something, let us know.
Yeah, we have no way of checking that quality before you get it. We're not
Yeah.
we're not assuming that Patreon's going to give you garbage. We don't want to make you guys think that like it's going to be, but we just would love to hear you share your thoughts about it, how the packaging, the whole
Yeah.
experience of getting merch via via the Patreon. Um yeah.
Yeah. So that's a super cool way also just to support us. I think everyone pretty much knows that like the three of us also have full-time jobs that we work. Um, so any additional support, issue guys content is super, super appreciated and will just lead to better content. Um, some people need new
Yeah.
mics and new setups and things like that. So yeah.
A full fucking PC build, but I'm working on funding that myself as well.
Yeah, that's yeah.
My I actually did make Raven Falls my personal channel has a Ko-fi account now, just so if anybody wants to donate some money to help me upgrade my equipment or anything like that, they are welcome to. But again, there's never any obligation for
Yeah.
that.
And you can also donate to our own Ko-fi. That goes to both of us too. Or our throne, I think you can donate on, maybe. Or like gift cards or something like that. I'm really sorry.
And
Um,
you can request things on that too, but you can yeah.
yeah,
And we have stuff up there that we have mics up there to help with that and everything.
they'll give you discounts. Maybe
I mean, you can always try it.
it's worth a try.
So, do we want to do our
Uh,
spoofy?
we should do it before my phone dies,
Oh yeah.
because it will
I also
die.
I have some music to talk about this week, which I was kind of waiting for Mac to show up, but I don't think Mac's gonna show up. So, unless Mac is lurking. Also, excuse my apple eating. I had a real big craving.
I actually love my on repeat.
Oh, I don't know if mine changed. Gonna be honest. I don't remember what it was last week.
Um, I think it
I remember what was
was.
number one. I we all know what was number one because it's been there for like a month and a half.
I think it was Ghost, Death Rocks, and Beach Bunny. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
okay, so it did change.
Oh, good.
It did change. Okay. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go
Yeah,
first?
why don't you go for it?
Okay. So in third place we have "Lost in Time and Space" by Lord Huron. In second place, which I believe might be the same as last week, is Imaginary Friends by Des Rocks. And then at first place, no one's gonna beat it out for a while, is Square Hammer by Ghost. As no one is surprised.
I don't think anyone is surprised by that.
No, yeah, no one should be surprised. It's been there for a while. Ooh, thunder.
Got thunder?
Yes, I just heard thunder.
That is bizarre. Don't
The
usually.
weather has been, it's very gloomy but also sunny outside. It is
Yeah.
very odd.
It's been a very Oregon day or Pacific
Mm.
Northwest kind of in general day. Like it was pouring rain and then literally 5 minutes later the sun was out and the sky was blue and there were no more clouds and now it's
I mean, it's been cloudy here all day, but we did get like a spot of sun with no rain, and then it was like it's drizzly.
yeah.
An Oregon day. Yep,
Oregon.
Oregon,
Oregon.
as Snake said. It was
Oregons.
like it was drizzly, and then it was like full on downpour, and then it stopped raining.
Yeah.
And I got to go out and buy some things that I needed for Aqua, who was arriving tomorrow.
Yes.
And then I came back. I did my stuff. It was drizzly, and then once we got on our call, it started pouring rain again.
Yeah. It's very it's a very
Typical.
here kind of yeah, not for this time of year. This is very much more like fall weather or really early spring weather. We don't usually get rain like this right
In the
now.
summer.
Yeah, not at all. Like
I mean, technically, it's still spring. It's not summer yet.
I guess that's true.
This Wednesday is summer. I believe
That's true.
it's the start of summer.
Um, but yeah, we use this is very strange for this time of year. So, play. Um, my on repeat for this past week, is Thoroughfare by Ethel Kane, Francesca by Hosier, and Bunny is a Writer by Caroline Polachek.
Hmm.
So, kind of an
I was
odd
gonna make
mix.
a comment. I was gonna make a comment about that number one, but
Oh, Thoroughfare?
no, oh no, sorry, number three.
Oh, Caroline Polachek
The
song?
fact that there's Bunny and Caroline in the same.
Yeah. Yeah, Caroline Polachek is actually, from what I've heard, she's quite good live.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've heard this. But yeah, that's my top three. Um, yeah, exactly, Zappy. That is also what I thought. She has quite a strong voice and quite a unique voice too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is always nice in a performer to kind of hear somebody who sounds new and not like everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, like I've talked about Aurora before, and how she just has like such a unique and different voice. She also like there's a quality about Aurora. So she's Norwegian,
Right.
and there's like a quality about her where she looks like she's like, I mean, now she kind of looks like she's like 17. She's like 26 or something, 24, 26. She looks like a child, but she acts like she's been around for 7,000 years. Like she has this
Yeah.
air of just she's been here forever. It's this weird ethereal air, which is really cool.
Yeah. Um yeah, I feel like we're starting to see a lot more, especially female vocalists, um have very like distinct like not necessarily like a sound to their voice, but something that keeps them mainstream, which
Mm-hmm.
is cool. And then like every male vocalist in the world just all sounds the same now.
I mean, you're not wrong.
He feels ancient. That's how I feel
In the
about
best way possible.
Florence. Like Florence is very like ageless almost to me.
There are people who like Tilda Swinton
Yeah.
is, but like it's funny because Tilda Swinton doesn't feel like an elf, like a high fae sort of situation. I mean, she sort of does. She sort of does carry herself like that. But like Aurora is 100% like high fae. Like that's how she feels.
Sure.
And she's very it's this like earthy or this airy like nothing can affect her. Like it's so I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, I wonder
It's
what
everything I want, but also I want to be able to beat the shit out of. I want to be somewhere. I don't know if where the halfway point between is, or is between Aurora and Rhea Ripley. More thunder.
hmm,
The sky wants to be involved in this conversation.
um Zappy, what is her chart? I'm sure her birthday is out there somewhere. I want to know what it is. She a Pisces? I could see her being a Pisces. Aurora.
Aurora.
Yeah.
Um.
Don't mind me rolling around and bouncing.
Oh come on! My phone will not unlock my fingerprint because I have Apple like juice on my hand.
I could see Aurora
Um,
either being an air sign or a water sign. If she's
for
anything other
sure.
than that, I'll be shocked.
Oh, dude, she's 27. Okay. Why did I think she was younger? She was born in June. It was just her birthday a few days
Oh, so
ago.
she's a Gemini. Slay.
June 15th.
Yeah, she's a Gemini. I knew
Oh,
it. I knew it.
fits.
I want to know what her rising sign is though, because I feel like it's water. Maybe her moon is in water.
Hmm.
Oh, Aurora. She's a pop singer. I guess not really pop, but like kind of pop.
She, I mean, the like Google calls her just a Norwegian singer-songwriter.
Gotcha.
I don't know what genre she technically is in. Like her, like Cure for me is it feels very pop. Like the things that become singles kind of do feel poppy, but like a lot of the other stuff just isn't. It's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, should I go on my music ramble now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, I've discovered well, one of my favorite artists who is on my top 3.
Hmm.
Des Rocks released a new song this week. He is releasing an album in August, and I am beyond excited for Dream Machine to come out. I will always talk. Wow, Snake. Oh, I just saw Snake's message. Oh,
Okay.
oh, a triple Gemini.
Just Moon and Venus. So Venus, that makes sense
Oh,
actually. But Moon in Gemini too, slay. I
well,
also
a
have a
double
Moon in
Gemini.
Gemini. So. Right, so Moon, yeah, Moon and Sun are in Gemini. And then Venus is in Gemini. Which is a slay. Listen, I'm just saying it makes sense that she's so airy all the time.
Um, okay. So I've touted Des Rocks from the mountaintops. This man has no idea who I am. He is he now is signed on Sumerian Records, which is the same record label that Black Veil Brides is on, which is a record label that I believe was started by an artist. So it's like a more down to earth, less shitty record label. As less
Right.
shitty as a record label can be. Um, excuse me. But he released Nowhere Kid this week, and holy shit, if this song existed when I was a teenager, I would have blasted this from the rooftops every single fucking day. It's so fucking good. It is. The man, there's not a single song that the man has put out that I dislike. Like, I think the weakest song, in my personal opinion, which is just personal opinion, is POS, which is piece of shit. Um, that's that's the one that I like the least, but like everything by him is perfection. The song is really fucking good. Like, and following Never Ending Moment, which is the last single, like he can't fucking miss. It's I it's amazing. And like I number one fucking fan right here. I mean like I can't state that. I can't claim that. But He's so good. It's so fucking good. Like, if you like rock, like genuine rock with some like grittiness to it,
Mm.
Des Rocks is gonna be your shit. And like male singers specifically. Like I want so badly to see him perform because I've seen like some videos of him performing and stuff like that. Like I've never gotten to see him in person because I am late to the bandwagon. I haven't known about him for a wicked long time, and by the time that he was touring, I had already moved to the opposite coast that he lives on. And as small artists, it's really hard to get all the way out to this coast.
Yeah,
But
West Coast.
the next time he tours, if he gets out to Montana, I will make an attempt to go to Montana to see him. If that's as far as he gets. If he gets as far as Montana, I will try. If he doesn't get as far as Montana, I can't guarantee it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to Ohio for you, sir. That is where I draw the line.
I love
But
that Ohio is where the line is.
I had to drive through it, okay?
That's valid.
See? Um, but also I discovered another band that I like. I would not say I am as much of a like super fan with Black Audio as I am for Des Rocks. But Black Audio is the electronic side project. I don't know if I could call it a side project now, but because it's its own like whole thing. I would go to Ohio for you. That is who I would go to Ohio for.
We gotta go somewhere.
I would not go to Ohio for a man.
Tell Kenny to move.
I mean, uh real estate's cheap in Ohio though, isn't it?
I don't know that it's cheap to live anywhere
I
at
think
this point.
it is more affordable in the Midwest to buy a house and in parts of Texas to buy a house than elsewhere in the United States. But so Black Audio is the electronic project of AFI lead singer Davey Havoc and guitarist Jade Puget. And they released a song called Father Figure. I hate it. I musically I like it, and then I listen to the words and I hate it. Ooh. Ooh.
If you guys are looking for an affordable
Awesome.
place to live, this side of the country is not it.
I mean, also, you know, the East Coast isn't it either.
There is nowhere, unless literally you want to live in Texas.
The thing is, if the price of property is low, the price of groceries and stuff is higher.
Well, also,
It always evens out everywhere.
like things like homeowners insurance or just renters insurance in general, because of like natural disasters in the Midwest, are just gonna bring you right back up.
Mm-hmm. It all evens out in the end.
But all the best of luck and cool moving ideas and everything for you. That would be super exciting.
Yes. Yes.
Say it for serious.
But yeah, so father figure.
Right.
I really hate the fact that it is mildly relationshipy, and then it says, "I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine. I'll be your preacher, your teacher, anything you have in mind." No, no, no. Thank you, Davy Havoc. No, do not want that
Tiny hand.
tiny hand. Tiny hand.
I feel like I just went through every stage of grief in like the span of 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I will say, Davy Havoc is a very weird man. Don't be my papa. There's only one papa. One
It's
papa.
Denny.
Well, actually, there are four. Sorry, I was making a ghost reference. It's fine. Papa 3 though. I'm sorry. I should stop. But then like like Davey Havoc is a weird man. There are some very odd lyrics.
Yeah.
Like you have fun, do what you're gonna do, Mr. Davey Havoc. You are prolific, but
Prolific.
he. So have I ever told you how I have been? I thought I was gonna listen to a completely new band, and the song starts, and it's Davey Havoc's fucking voice because
Well,
he has so many projects. Because AFI,
right.
Black Audio, he is one of he's a singer of a supergroup called Dream Car, which is him and a bunch of the people in No Doubt or from No Doubt.
Okay.
And then he has his other solo project Extremist, which was like a tiny little thing. The man just never stops. He has a very distinctive voice.
Right.
I literally you give me 4 words and I'm like, that's David fucking Havoc. Because I also was a kid who grew up listening to AFI, so
Always on that grind.
I was on that grind. But like I will say it's kind of interesting that they have a song that's like a daddy song
Yeah.
when the Snowcats is about a sexual encounter where he is wearing a dress.
I mean,
So like, get it, you switchy man.
I suppose so.
Like, cool.
Little
I
hand
love
though is
little
uncomfortable.
little hand is uncomfortable. Also,
Yeah.
they do say daddy at the very end of the song, which I was listening to the song, I was jamming out, not like really paying attention to the lyrics, and then I heard the word daddy, and I immediately was like, no. Like this was not for me. Nowhere Kid, amazing, perfect song, Des rocks 100%. My review of Black Audio's new song, not for me. If I if I don't if I like, you know how you like unfocus your eyes? If
Yeah.
I do that with my brain, I can listen to that song. They also have a song called Cowboy Nights, which is an interesting song. I mean, I just love the name.
It
It's
sounds
Cowboy Nights.
just I mean, cowboys.
Cowboys.
Um I haven't listened to like really any new music. I did save a new song to my library called my phone is literally gonna die before we even get to the fan fiction, so that's super.
Oh no.
It's called Big Bite by Hannah Cole. Yep, there goes my phone. Just in time. Um
Do you need me to send you a link to the fix so you can put it on desktop?
um no, it's okay.
Okay.
I just have to scroll up.
You've been asked if you need a charger.
No, it's okay.
Oh, that reminds me. There is another band that well, I don't know if it's a guy. It's a dude.
Oh.
Um, Witches with a Z. I've talked to you about Witches.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
His song "The Master" has been stuck in my head like a lot. It's too short. I love his music, but they're all too short. His songs are like a minute and 38 seconds.
That's kind of a sleigh.
Like, yeah, I think what's the one that people know? The Magic is the one that people know. He's working on an album. I think he is gonna make it longer. The Magic specifically, because that one's really popular on TikTok. I follow him on TikTok, and I think he released a thing that said he wrote a whole new verse for that.
Cool.
So,
That.
me and male singers, man.
Or ironic. Yeah, there's like Corpse is really like that too. Like a lot of Corpse's songs are really, really short.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly, like slay, like get through what you need to get through in that short of a time, like go for it.
Not every song needs to be a 5-minute prog rock song with a
No.
guitar solo in it. Avenged Sevenfold.
Or, you know, a guitar solo, a bass solo, and a drum solo.
Yeah. I'm specifically I've never been like a huge fan of Avenged Sevenfold, but I did like there were certain songs that I like were in my teenage listening, and I like went back, and there was a time I think it was last year that I made the point of listening to Avenged Sevenfold to try and like, do I actually like this band so that I can say I know more than 3 songs thing. And there were a few that I took from that. Yeah, definitely. Like there's some they make some good music, but also like they have almost no songs that are under 5 minutes because they are a progressive rock band, and progressive rock is just like let's throw as many guitar solos in there as possible.
Yeah.
So many breakdowns. Just it's about playing our instruments more than it is singing, which
Yeah.
slay. Do you? It's cool
I have a funny
if you're
story
having
about
fun.
the lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, you have a story about M Shadows?
Ooh. So I don't remember what show it was, but I like had a friend who was friends with somebody who was at the show where he I think he was in the middle of a song. And so it's I feel like it's kind of common knowledge that a lot of people who are in metal bands they don't necessarily look at singing as something that you need to nurture from like a medical standpoint, um in terms of like vocal rest and proper warm up and things like that. um and he this is so gross and I'm so sorry, um but he had to stop in the middle of the show because his throat started bleeding and wouldn't stop.
Oh,
And they like had to cancel the rest of their tour, and he was on vocal rest for something like 6 months or something like that. Which just goes to show kids, if you're gonna
take care of your fucking
sing,
voice.
like you can seriously damage yourself.
Especially like and like I know for Motionless and White, he's like he never learned the proper way to scream. Like a lot of dudes didn't. Now
Yeah,
there's actually people who can teach you the proper way to scream.
great.
But he's like, "Oh yeah, like I bust out my voice like first day of every tour almost." And
Yeah.
then it's like vocal rest for like a day and then like literally can't talk to anybody except to sing.
Yep.
And I'm like, learn to like Andy from Black Veil. He knows how to take care of his voice now because he like for a while he didn't do any screaming, and now he's like back to doing it. But he has the proper like medicinal tinctures and like throat numbing sprays and stuff like that to like keep himself from hurting himself.
Yeah, it's a serious business doing, but yeah, that's that's I think that's all I know about Avenged Sevenfold. Apart from their drummer passed away on my friend's birthday.
The Rev, yeah.
That was not a fun year. Cause he was like her favorite member of the band too.
Oh
So
no.
yeah.
And the anniversary of his death is her birthday every year
Yeah.
now.
So like that's
Oh,
not super chill or fun. But
yeah.
I don't really know. There's not really like a whole lot about them, I feel like, which is great. Um, but they used to just like every other band, they used to do like tour vlogs and stuff. And
Hmm.
we had a lot of inside jokes around their their tour vlog.
Really?
Yeah. They're horrendous. They're a
I've
lot
told
like
you.
the
I've,
used in some ways.
I think I told you about the um We the Kings had their like
Yeah.
King's Carriage, which was like scripted. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And then like the Academy has had TAITV, which was also excruciatingly bad. And they had like ones where there was the specifically, and I will always remember it's so bad looking back at it, watching it again. But the one where We the Kings kidnapped bassist Adam T. Siska, and the only copy of the new CD. Um, so it's so bad, but they got
Yeah.
like so because it was Warped Tour, so they got so many bands.
Yeah.
They had like all time low. It was so it was so weird.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh my
hey,
god.
Mac.
Hi, Mac. You missed me going on a ramble.
Also, Snake, you are so right for getting those TikToks, and people are right for making
People
them.
are right for making those. Don't let him bother you. Don't let him bother you by calling you a nerd. You know that's how he shows his love.
You guys want to hear what we're reviewing?
I found something. Do you want to know? Do you want the story of how I found this?
I would love to know.
Because I did not tell you that.
No.
So I have never gone on um oh, brain words. I've never gone on Archive of Your Own and done use the browse feature until this week. What I did is I went use the browse feature, um, put a few settings in, like the length that I wanted to find, and then I went and I googled a generator to generate some tags, and the tag that I that came up when I did the search was pickup lines, and I'm like, that's fine, that works.
Yeah.
And I put in pickup lines and searched, and this is what I found. This one is the first one that caught my eye because a lot of them I'm like, I have no idea what this fandom is. And I was like,
Sure.
Oliver Twist. Excuse.
The children's book? It is a children's book, isn't it? I
I
feel
know
like
you
it
read
has
it
to
in
be.
school a lot of the time. Oliver Twist.
I feel like it has to be a children's book. It's by
It's a
Charles
Charles
Dickens.
Dickens.
Um, I feel like it's a children. Well, at least like very young uh teenager or teenager aged. This is for kids.
I don't know if it is for kids, but I know you typically read it in school.
Yeah. So, um it is, yeah, so it is Oliver Twist. Um and The Artful Dodger,
Which
which
is
I think,
another novel by
yeah,
by the same author,
right.
by Charles Dickens. Which I don't know anything about the Artful Dodger. Gonna be honest.
I hadn't even heard of it. Um so yeah, Oliver Oliver Twist is tonight.
It is, and it's a
Um
modern coffee shop AU Oliver Twist.
yes. So, do you want to get into it?
Yeah. Do you want to do
Okay,
stats?
I will do stats. This is a GA fic. Obviously, again, we're on AO3 as usual.
Typical. Yep.
Typically. There are no warnings. This is gay for Pride Month. Um,
Yeah.
like I said, it's Oliver Twist and then The Artful Dodger. Um, my favorite additional tag is probably, God, I don't really know. None of them are particularly funny, but I guess like coffee is a tag, which is kind of funny. Um, because they also have
Oh.
alt universe coffee shops and modern setting and things like that. So it's just funny that they also put coffee.
I love that Automod tried to mod not let Snake say gay. Automod is not here for the gays.
Automod doesn't want to be here during Pride Month.
Is Automod homophobic?
I think he's trying a little bit too hard to protect.
The
Yeah.
fact that I have had to allow the words no homo several times.
He doesn't want to let that one go. He's like, "No, I don't think people should be saying this."
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I think coffee is funny because it takes place in a coffee shop, so it's kind of like a
No brainer.
right. Um, it was published on March 25th of this year. It
I
was,
didn't realize it was this year.
yeah, and it was finished on the 11th of June of this year.
Literally days ago. Like, wow. I found this like right at the.
Mere days.
Wow.
It is
We lucked
2.7K
out.
words. We really did though. It is 2 chapters. It has 1 comment, 5 kudos, and 93 hits. So that's where we're at with that.
Did you leave kudos on this? Because I did.
I haven't yet.
Oh.
It is called Thinking About Thinking of You, and it is abandoned, or what's that
It's
called?
anonymous.
Yeah, it's an anonymous fic, which curious.
Interesting. There's nothing to be ashamed of with this fic. I'm
No,
going to be really honest. It is
no,
cute.
yeah,
It is relatively well written and cute.
yeah. Uh, their author's note on the first chapter says, "IDK really, IDK a lot of things. This fandom is so dead. LOL. Parentheses. Not that it ever was alive. End parentheses. Oh, good night, I.
Good night, I.
Please enjoy it while you scrape the bottom of the barrel for all the scraps you can get of this ship. Parentheses, because that's literally all there is. End parentheses. Um,
Here,
so
I'm throwing y'all a bone because there's nothing.
yeah, because there's
This
nothing.
creek is dry. Here's a trickle of water.
Here's a dribble. And so yeah, chapter 1 starts with Oliver staring down at his coffee cup in utter horror, and then we time skip backwards. And he is walking around his college campus,
He gets
thinking,
coffee before he gets to his college campus, correct?
uh,
So he lives off campus and is on his way to campus and
oh,
needs
that's right,
coffee
that's right.
desperately.
Yeah. So he needs some caffeine. And
As many a college student.
we can all relate. Apparently the vibe of the coffee shop that he decides to go to is quaint with an indie type of vibe while also still being a hole in the wall. So, interesting.
Interesting descriptors.
Yeah, some interesting descriptors here. He is immediately like engulfed in the smell of coffee, which as you walk into a coffee shop is usually the case.
Yeah, a good coffee shop smells like coffee, yeah.
It's true, very true.
Like a bad coffee shop would not smell like coffee.
Correct. Or it would smell like burnt coffee, which is not ideal. And so he goes up to the counter and barista there catches his eye. Kind of cute. Catches his eye. And he orders himself an Americano, which is an interesting choice. I don't know how much you guys know about coffee. An Americano is just ice water with a shot of espresso in it, typically. So
honestly fitting for a tired college student, gonna be honest.
yeah, you get right to the point with an Americano. There is nothing in it but coffee and water. And so the barista asks for his name, and he, you know, tells it to him, even though they're the only 2 people in the entire room, so it's kind of funny that he would need a name. And it's interesting that it is a hot Americano. Very interesting to me. It's not usually the case, but slay. I don't know why I'm so hung up on this drink. I don't know. And so he gets his cup and it was really good, and he drinks the whole thing even though it burns his tongue, and he looks down at his cup, and in some very messy handwriting it says, "Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?" on his cup. On his cup. In our good
and then he
Christian
thinks
coffee shop.
about how cute the barista was, and he blushes harder.
And he blushes more.
And then he starts going back.
Yeah. Yeah. He says that he would be lying to himself if he said he only stopped at the same coffee shop. 3 coffees, as it was called, only for the coffee. So he would be lying if he stopped there just for coffee.
At least he is, not trying to deny it. He's being honest with himself. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. And he says, you know, the coffee is good, but even if it was horrible, it's the worst coffee known to man, he would still go.
And he keeps ordering his Americano.
He keeps ordering his hot Americano. And he you know, pays for his coffee. And instead, this time, instead of waiting to finish his drink before he looks at his cup, he looks at it right away, while he's still in there. And do you want to read this one?
Yes. It says, if I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together.
Very cute, very bad.
And he collects he like writes down all of these pickup lines, and I
Yeah.
love it.
It's very cute.
Great. They're so bad, but
Oh,
like,
yeah.
For the sake of the fic, it's really cute.
Yes.
'Cause
And
are you a parking ticket? 'Cause you've got fine written all over you.
yep. Oh yeah.
Are you French? 'Cause I fell for you. I'm not an organ donor, but I'm ready to give you my heart. If you let me borrow a kiss, I promise I'll give it right back. Are you as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside?
I have a question.
I hate that one. That one I hate.
Oh my god, hello, welcome.
Oh, hello.
Listen, I have maybe the oh god, I'm so sorry. First punch of the night, everybody.
Of the night.
I have a question about this. Who the fuck would collect this many before having a conversation with that person? Genuinely.
Someone who likes pickup lines. Literally someone who just finds it funny.
That's true. That's true. Which, listen, if this was a situation where, like, he was not interested in the barista, but the barista kept, like, writing these things on his cup, I would see collecting so many. But, like, I feel like after the first two, it's like, what are we doing? Snake. Oh. Snake. Listen, if someone was literally every single time you got coffee there writing something really sweet on the cup, you would do nothing that many times in a row if you were single and they were really cute and you were really interested in them.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. You know what I would do?
What?
I find another coffee shop.
Listen. They are giving you the green light, though. If you're interested in them, they're giving you the green light. They're saying, I'm interested in you too.
I know, but I would run.
You would run. Oh my god.
I'm being honest and vulnerable with you right now.
Y'all are silly. Y'all are so silly. And I love you all so much.
Snake and I are handshaking.
Yeah.
I just saw something outside my window.
Was it a person?
No, it was like something flying across the... I have a question for you. This is very unrelated to the fanfiction.
Okay.
But do we have bats here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool, because I definitely saw a bat one night.
Yeah. It's best to stay away from them because usually they have rabies.
Oh, I didn't go near it. I just saw it.
I would be sweating my ass off. Trying to figure out what to say, and then I just run away. Listen,
Snake.
I get that. And what I have been told is that for people with anxiety, it's really hard to, like, think in your head, okay, I want to do this thing, and then actually doing it. Is that the vibe here? Where it's like, oh, I really want to do this thing, but, like, I physically cannot do it. Is that, like, that what the vibe is? Let me know, because I don't understand it.
I don't know, I just... My first thought is run.
Because, like, for me, if I want to do something, for the most part, if I'm not, like, really sleepy or something, I'm like, oh, in a store is actually a really great example. If I'm like, oh, I don't know where this thing is, I just walk up to somebody.
I can't do that. They have to approach me first, and then half the time I will say no. I'm just browsing,
You
even though I
guys!
specifically am looking for thing. I'm getting better. I'm gonna be honest. I am getting better, but I will pace a store 4 times before even attempting to get any sort of help because I will find that thing on my own.
My
Thank you very much.
loves. You guys are gonna make me cry. You guys! Oh my god! Listen, listen. I too used to be paralyzed by fear. But then one day I was thinking about it and I was like, this person was hired to do a job that includes making sure that I can find what I need to find, okay? Right? Like that's part of your job when you sign up for customer service work. Your job is to literally help people. And
I
like,
I worked customer service, and I would love it if people would just not fucking ever ask me
oh
thank
my
you.
god. You guys, do you
Everyone
guys
in this chat has social anxiety, okay?
do you guys want to know what the most rewarding part of my job is? And the only reason I still have the job that I have?
Is it talking to people?
The only way I have survived in the industry that I'm in for this long is because when someone says I need help and then I can help them, that is like the best feeling in the world. Like maybe I'm just like golden retriever energy, but like that is the only thing that has
I
kept me from possibly jumping off of a roof or something.
okay, you're just made for like that kind of, there's some people who it's like your personality is just such that like I
Yeah,
like helping people, but like I liked talking. So I used to work at Joanne Fabrics,
right.
and I liked talking to people when it was at the cutting counter, and it was like, "What are you making with this?" And we would talk about like projects and construction techniques and like stuff that I fucking knew about,
Yeah.
as opposed to, "Do you know where fondant is?" And I'm like, "No, I've never been good with directions." And that included a store that I worked in for 3 years. But the thing is, I would go away back to school for 9 months and I'd come back and they would have reorganized the entire store. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I knew where everything was left. Not when I came back.
I think that I just assume that somebody at the store, if I'm like, hey, did you guys move the tortilla chips? And if you didn't, could you please show me where they are? Like, I hope that they, like, having, like, a positive interaction with somebody who's like, I'm just fucking blind. I can't see shit. Would make their day a little bit better. The same way that if somebody who was also blind as shit couldn't find their tortilla chips and they asked me where they were, would, like, make me feel happy, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe
I
I'm
mean,
not like because when I
arguably, I
Mhm.
would much rather the nice person than the person that's on it at your
Oh,
head because
sure.
it's not on sale. It's on sale, so they can't use their, which
Right.
happened to my mother. Or the person who
See,
tricks you into custom cuts and then you get yelled at by your manager because you can't do custom cuts, but like you couldn't do anything about it. I'm sorry.
yeah.
That is a situation that will haunt me for a very long time because they literally tricked me into it.
Yeah,
And
that's
they fucking knew better. But
yeah.
like you can't do anything if as a the person doing the service, if they trick you and say, "Can I have a yard and a half of this?" and you cut them a yard and a half and they're like, "Okay, can I have another yard and a half of this?"
Oh, I see.
They lead you in with the yard and a half. Like
Sure.
you can't have known that they were going to ask for the next yard and a half after that. They
Right.
know the system.
Yeah.
They know how to cheat you.
Okay, see, here's the thing. If someone gives me attitude, I just like start apologizing until they're uncomfortable. So like
I mean, I at this point, I probably would get myself fired from because I don't fucking care. Like, be rude. If you're gonna be a Karen to me and I'm working a minimum wage,
yeah.
like, you're gonna get fucking attitude right back, bitch.
Yeah,
If I never have to see you again, I will as fuck.
I definitely believe in like giving people the same energy when it's not a situation where it's like,
Where you'll be put in danger for doing so.
oh no, not that. Just like when it's not clear that there's something else going on. Like a lot of the time, like when I get phone calls from people and they're being like really snappy or rude, it's because they're confused. And for a lot of
Mhm.
people that are like the generation above us, like when they're confused and they don't understand something, they don't know how to regulate their own emotions. And so they like lash out and they're like rude and snappy and like
Yeah.
whatever. So it's just like not like pathologizing their emotions, but like if there's not something else going on where it's like, oh, this person's literally just being a dick because they can't use their coupon, like that's not really a good reason to be rude or anything like that. Um,
Yeah.
oh
I
yeah, Katie, yeah, exactly. Sometimes you gotta like catch them. You gotta be stealthy, get in there and be like the sweetest
sometimes
person alive, and then they feel bad, and then that feels really nice because they feel really bad
yeah,
that they were
like
mean.
sometimes you can tell like the thing is I won't go in being like if someone is like screaming at me or whatever, I'm not going to go in screaming back, but like
No.
if they escalate, we're not having it. Like
Oh
I'm
no, yeah,
tired.
no, it's
Again,
not.
I don't have to deal with customers anymore. I'm very very grateful for that fact. I my last job, it got to the point where I didn't have to deal with customers, but I had to deal with the aftermath of customers. Or, the fucking customer calls the the admin people, and the admin people and the owners would bend over backwards to help people, where I'm like, hey, they said they didn't get 3 boxes of something that I checked, me who has a 1 in 60 error rate. I'm pretty sure they're lying to you.
Right.
Like, photo proof, bitch.
Exactly.
Like, at that point, it was retailers were saying, "Well, we didn't get this," and I'm like, "I know, I fucking sent that to the customer. I know that was in that box." So, like, either they're stupid or they're cheating you, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
either
see,
somebody else opened it and misplaced those items, and then they decided, "Oh shit, I got to keep track of what's in here," and they couldn't find those 4 things, or they're legitimately trying to get free product out of you. Which, fuck you.
yeah,
A small business, fuck you. Don't cheat a small business. My old business, don't cheat them. They don't necessarily they weren't necessarily the best people to work for all the time because of certain things, but don't fucking cheat them out of their money,
right.
cuz you're cheating everybody that fucking works there. Cheat Walmart out of their money.
Cheat
I don't
Walmart.
care.
Steal from Walmart, kids.
Steal from Walmart, steal from Amazon, steal
Yeah.
from Target. Target's owned by fucking BlackRock. I don't care.
Yeah, literally.
Don't cheat a small business.
A bet.
Bet. Exactly, Snake. You definitely don't get enough.
Steal.
Steal from. I said cheat Walmart. I didn't say
Does
steal.
anyone want to put that in the merch channel on Discord for us so we can keep that in mind? Um,
I think we should have a shirt that says something like "steal from big business."
oh, for sure. Yeah, steal from big corporations.
Steal from big corporations.
Yeah. No, that's
It's
the
the same
yeah.
energy as eat the rich.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it is the same exact statement, is it not?
Cannibalize the wealth
Yeah,
of the 1%. And
exactly.
by that, I told you I've continued to be on this, like, there's this guy on TikTok that goes through, like, grocery store aisles, and he's like,
Right.
these companies, and the amount of it that comes back to uh, Vanguard, BlackRock, and is insane.
Oh yeah.
Eat the rich and eat out rich. I hate that snake. Thank you.
Guillotine for billionaires. Hell yeah.
Yes,
In the
exactly.
streets, live on television. That's what I want.
Yeah, and the first person should be Jeff Bezos.
Him and Elon Musk would be hard for me to
The two of
between.
them. Honestly, same time. Double
Ooh,
double
a
guillotine. Have
double
them both on
feature.
film. Double feature, exactly.
I love
And
that.
pay-per-view event,
Yeah,
but all of the proceeds go to marginalized groups.
absolutely. That's the only way.
Go to like they all go to like all sorts of like indigenous tribes and
Yeah,
all sorts of that stuff. Like the people that need help, the organizations that need
the workers that both of them have exploited.
literally, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we want to get back to hot Americanos?
Yeah, we got off track with our whole first anxiety and second eat the rich.
This is always where we
We
end up. Is
we stand with dement whore.
we do stand. Listen,
We need the legal rights to make that
we
shirt.
do. I forgot what we were just talking. Hot hot Americanos, which again I'm still very confused by.
Oliver Twist, the tired college student,
Yes.
and oh my god! So now we have we actually have an exchange of talking.
Do we? Oh yes, we do. Finally, we do.
Yes.
We finally do. So yeah. So he goes up to the barista. Okay. And the barista is like, "Oh, let me guess. You want a hot Americano, which is the weirdest fucking coffee order in the world." And he goes,
just says an Americano.
Yeah. No, he just says an Americano. He doesn't actually say that, but it is the weirdest order. Let me just and so he says, "Yeah," feeling his voice failing him a bit, which is again, unfortunately, very cute.
Yeah.
And so the barista starts making his coffee. Barista calls his name out, without him having told him, so he just remembers it now. And the barista introduces himself, as Jack Dawkins.
Also,
then,
Oliver was thinking about asking for his name, but doesn't have to.
he doesn't have to.
Jack gets to it first.
Yeah, Jack gets there first. And Jack says, "See you tomorrow," with an audible smirk in his voice.
I hate that.
And Oliver says, "See you." And then on his cup for the day it says, "If I were a cat, I'd spend all 9 of my lives with you," which is a very strong commitment, can I just say?
Yeah, that's
because they've known each other
pretty
for like a week
forward.
or something. So
And they have
that's
never exchanged more than order.
Yeah.
Order name.
Exactly. And so is happy. No, literally. And so it's finally the weekend. He wakes up late and he goes to his coffee shop 3 hours later than normal. And it's packed and Jack is not there. Slow down. Yeah, it's a very strong thing to say, despite it's supposed to be silly, like, right? But like,
that's something that like you write into your fucking wedding vows if you're a cat person.
Yeah. No, yeah. And so dropping
Oh, I don't have my little
your little guy?
Little squishy guy. My little guy, he's in my backpack.
That's actually so hair got stuck on my mic.
Oh.
On the hat, not like on the body, just on the hat. And then someone can I read this sentence? I just fucking dropped it. Okay, enough of that. I'm not allowed to have that anymore. So he orders his Americano and then he sits there and then he notices someone sit down on his table.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I literally must have just been like at his table. I must brain correct it.
On the table, somebody sits down.
So Jack does a cheeky little sit on the table.
He does a little cheeky sit up on the table, which
cute.
Also not sanitary.
No, and you're a fucking barista. Buddy.
And you're a barista?
Excuse me, Jack.
Anyways, so then Oliver says, "Oh, I thought you weren't coming," and he says, "Of course I am. I just don't have to get up early for classes on weekends." And
I also, can I just say, yeah, I can tell you don't have such big bags under your eyes. Fuck you, buddy.
That's rude, first of all.
Rude. Also, 1 night of extra sleep, like 3 extra hours of sleep, does not make your eye bags go away. Trust me.
Sometimes it makes them worse, depending.
Yeah. Oh my god. These days are stabbing me under.
Oh god.
They're not supposed to be worn with just a mesh top.
Yeah, I believe a heavy cotton.
Yeah, I was not smart. It's fine. It's fine.
So, Not anyways to you, anyways to me looking for the
Yeah.
thing that I just said that I'm not allowed to have anymore. um
So they kind of get to talking,
yeah.
and Jack is kind of bold, and it's like, "Are you ever gonna try anything else?" And then he basically goes, "We could go for coffee sometimes, and you could venture out of your comfort zone,
Coffee wise.
coffee wise
He makes sure to
specifically."
make sure that he does coffee wise.
And Oliver says, "Make me something as a surprise tomorrow, then." And Jack's like, "No, no, no, I meant a date, and probably not in one of my place of employment."
Yeah.
Which, yeah, could you imagine taking
No.
someone on a date to your workplace?
The amount of drama that would happen during that, no.
I mean,
Absolutely
like,
not.
also, like, my workplace would. I mean, actually, it might be kind of fun um, to see the kind of work that I do, but also I signed an NDA, so no one could actually come into the warehouse. So,
Exactly.
but like, say you worked at like Joanne Fabrics, like your last customer service job.
Yeah.
It's like that's not fun. You don't want to date at Joanne Fabrics, thank you.
All
That's
of
probably
my
not very fun.
Yeah, no, because uh all of the all of my coworkers at least are very nosy. So like
Hmm.
not ideal.
I don't know if my new coworkers are nosy, but my old coworkers are.
Exactly. See, it wouldn't be great for anybody.
Specifically, one of them.
Correct.
You know.
I would never speak to them again. Yeah, that's yes. Oh, that's cute though. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I feel like if
A
you work at a
restaurant's a little
restaurant,
different.
yeah, I
You
feel
get
like
like
that's
you can
different.
get them the in on like the best, you know,
Yeah,
get them the discount and all that shit. Like,
exactly.
you know, I know the chef, I know they're gonna do you right. As opposed to I work at Joanne Fabrics.
I couldn't stop
I
myself.
don't currently work at Joanne Fabrics, but like
Listen,
that's just the last like customer service job I worked. 'Cause I've worked like 2 jobs since then.
see,
And
a
like, oh my,
restaurant is cool though, because you might get free stuff,
yeah. Also,
depending.
you might get better service depending. Again, you might
True.
get shittier service if people don't like you.
Or like if they're trying to be like silly and like, you know.
Imagine you think this is very hypothetical. You know the person that I was referring to at my old job.
Yes.
If it was a restaurant environment and she tried to take somebody on a date and everybody in the staff hated her, I could imagine how bad that date would go.
Um, really,
Because
really poorly.
I personally would make sure it went poorly. Not to be vindictive, but I hated her so fucking much.
Oh my god.
Because like you've seen her Instagrams. Like,
Yes, I have
bitch, you can't just say that.
I have read some things. I've read
What
some
was
things
like a grown up.
where I sew clothes. Oh my god, sewing party. That could be cute though if you guys
Okay,
like
but like if you're really crafty people, that could be though.
that could be cute. Um so yeah, he says not my place of employment. And he agrees.
It's literally just okay.
Yeah, it says okay for lack of any better words, is
Yeah.
what this says. Um and so they exchange numbers and he gives him an address and there's
For a second,
obviously
I misheard you, and I thought you said gets him in a dress, and I was like,
oh,
that is not what happened.
no. Gets him the address of the place they were going. And oh god. Um and he obviously goes through the normal emotions of a first date. Yeah, plot twist. And he's, he's scared, he's excited, he's happy,
And we start this date with another pickup line.
do. And
Plot twist drag show Oliver Twist.
wait, that would be very fun. Plot twist drag name. Yes. And so Jack asks him, "Are you tired or aren't you tired?" And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "From running through my mind all day."
Mm-hmm.
Which, if a man said that to me, I would probably turn around and leave.
I feel that, yeah.
I would leave.
Like,
But
honestly,
he was in a coma.
he was in a coma the whole time. Like, my thing is, pickup lines are fun in concept, not in practice ever.
Listen, it depends. Some of them are very,
Okay,
very
fair.
clever, but for the most part, if somebody tried like a pickup line, I would turn around and walk away from them. Like,
I love a bad pickup line in concept, not in practice.
correct. Um, and so he obviously blushes because that's kind of like
His whole
his
thing.
whole personality is just blushing. And Jack says, "You're so cute," and then he blushes even more. Hey, Beep,
Hi,
welcome.
Beep.
We're reading Oliver Twist tonight.
We're reading Coffee Shop AU,
Yeah.
Modern Coffee Shop AU Oliver.
So, they share their drinks.
Which is an
Oliver,
indirect kiss, and there's a point about an
it's a
indirect kiss.
kiss by proxy.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a lot of fun. They talk about a ton of stuff. They talk for literally hours. And then Jack offers to walk Oliver home. It's sunny, it's warm, it's beautiful. And then they hold hands. Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
That is the one.
It's
I
just
don't know that
missed
you
hearings tonight.
I don't know that you can piss by proxy. Can you?
I don't want to find out, thanks.
I don't think you can. But that's an interesting like thought game. I don't know the right term for that.
This is the podcast of misheard
It is.
because there was my thing from before too.
I don't know how to enunciate. It's not possible.
First base is kissed by proxy. Second is pissed by proxy.
Listen, I think you're right. Um, and so they arrive back to
I need a
Oliver's.
minute.
Oh, do you need a second? We broke them. You broke
Fine,
them.
it's good.
Relationship. I agree. That is relationship goals. I feel like I may have missed that step in every relationship.
I mean,
So
not too late to start now, I guess. I don't know.
this is funny. I think almost everybody knows, but I'm married.
Yeah.
So that's why this is funny. I want everyone to be
Hey.
part of the joke.
You're married. You can
Yeah.
still do these things.
They
just aren't the start of your relationship. You're married.
Zapithia is who I'm married to. For our new friend. I really want you to be part of the joke. I don't want you to feel left out. I'm pissing for two. Snake.
I hate it.
I hate that so much.
I want to hear a pregnant lady just say, "I'm pissing for two."
That would be the best way to announce that you're pregnant.
The husband of the couple. I'm pissing for two.
I'm gonna have an emotional breakdown now.
This is not where I thought today would go.
I don't think it counts. Babe, I don't think we're married.
You'll have it pissed by proxy. You're not married.
I think we missed some crucial steps here. So they kiss.
Yep.
On the first date, which is poor behavior, which I'm here for. I'm here for it. I'm about it. But they do kiss on the first date. I don't know, Mac. I don't think I can ask that question anymore because I don't want to know the answer.
It's because we're not affiliated, but
Yeah.
are in the same. I hate that. I'm gonna blame the fact that piss always comes up on.
Thank you for the not affiliated. You're
not
correct.
Affiliated. I am going to completely blame anytime piss comes up here. It's all his fault.
I would blame Odie Piss Rex, which if Zappy, if you
Odie
wanna
Piss Rex.
can someone give a shout out to Odie? It's Odie's fault. Odie is another
Yep.
streamer here on Twitch. He also has a podcast that he hosts with his friend Eric over on YouTube, which is great. It's called
They're horrible. They're disgusting. We love them.
The Hell Yeah Podcast. That took me a minute. It's great. They're funny. They're from Arizona. I don't know what else to say.
We definitely didn't start as the Hell Not podcast and got to see.
Yeah, we started as a spoof of their podcast, and now here we are almost a year later. Still here. Still not affiliated.
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 He also has a piss kink. I don't know anything about Odie when it comes to things of that nature, and I would like to keep it that way for the sake of our friendship. So
Same, yeah.
I would just
I don't need to know about that kind of thing. We
I don't
already
wanna
know
know.
he has a thing about feet.
I don't want to
A joking thing about it.
Let's make good decisions today.
Let's get back on track.
So
Let's not be Choo Choo Charles.
let's not
Get back
Choo
on
Choo
the track.
Charles. Let's get right back on the track where we belong.
No, not the feet.
Not the feet. So, piss talk ends right here. It's done.
Right now.
It's done.
Line
Okay.
in the sand.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's worse, Zappy, than that. So they kiss.
Yep.
And can I read this?
Yeah. go ahead.
Because this is a very interesting way to explain kissing. So, this person writes, Jack's hands came up to his neck. Necks. He has
His
two
necks,
of
yeah.
them now. Jack's hands came. It's okay, everything's fine. I'm just gonna power through. They pulled him in, and suddenly their lips were on one another. It was heaven on earth, light in the eternal darkness, hope and despair. It was everything and nothing all at once. Which is...
Can't have shit on this podcast.
Okay. So...
You alright?
Yep, solid. So we end the chapter with, and Oliver could see himself doing this again way more than once. And then we go to the next chapter.
Yep.
Which,
and they're dating.
and
They're
dating.
straight up already dating.
We start with a very intense makeout session at the beginning of this.
in the coffee shop.
Inside the coffee shop. In the back. Me too. Okay. Yeah. So can I just say that the term tasting each other is used here, which was a choice.
I don't.
Listen, we try really hard not to be jujgmental at all on this. But
They're
that
being artsy, and I appreciate their beginning of delving into purple prose. They're definitely like dipping their toe into purple prose, and
Not
as someone who
toes.
loves it. Sorry. It always comes back to piss and feet.
Welcome to the Sugar Packet Podcast, where all
Goodbye,
we talk about is piss,
I'm
toes,
leaving.
and communism.
Goodbye. Oh shit.
So
Don't talk. Don't talk for a second. I pulled out my headphones.
I'm quoting that. Listen, that's yes, communism. That too. Were you not here for the train fic? Were you not here for it? The JJ the jet plane crossover with yeah, that sums up our show here, Mac. But yeah, the train. I'm so sorry that you missed that, Snake. I think you probably would have had a fucking field day. It was horrendous. Oh, bestie, you are no sound. Lost Careless. Oh no. Grumpy thinking face.
Is it working?
Ah, there you are. Welcome back.
It's fucking Discord's. We blame everything on Discord. It's fine.
We're gonna blame everything on Discord. Thank you for fucking pinning that. That's phenomenal.
Thanks, Sam.
That's phenomenal. Thank you, Zap.
Imagine being soundless couldn't be.
So, apparently, listen. Apparently, this is something they do often because somebody comes into the front of the restaurant. They have to stop making out, obviously. And it's said that this is the favorite part, or his favorite part of the day. Jack's. So, I'm curious why he hasn't been fired for snacking on his boyfriend's face at the shop.
I hate that verbiage, thank you. But...
Snacking. He's on the clock. He's snacking on the clock, you guys.
Can I also say that this goes into like a day for Jack, and there's like one customer the whole day.
Which is odd, because this is a shop on a college campus.
I wonder why.
Right. Because they hear
every time I see All Time, I think of the band, and I'm seeing Jack after. It just makes me think Jack Barracat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll see myself out.
You know what? Valid. It's okay. And he was the customer that came in and interrupted them.
Was an asshole.
Excuse me. Was horrible and entitled. And a hot espresso is what he ordered. Oh, they are in England apparently because they ordered he is paying him in pounds.
Yep. I was like, this does not feel like England. They said college. They didn't
say university. They didn't say uni. Come on.
Yeah, they should have said uni. Come on.
Should have said uni. Unless they are college age, which is like British high school, which would be interesting. Weirder. Because I don't think that you live alone when you're college age. Anyways, immersion broken, exactly. So he makes him his coffee, and I think we an Americano in England. Oh, and a hot Americano. I'm never gonna give this up. I'm sorry.
You're never gonna.
I don't know why I'm so stuck on the hot Americano.
We need to have a shirt that's like a hot Americano. Disgusting.
Disgusting. And so, never gonna get.
We don't want to get copyright stricken on YouTube.
What if I got a kazoo and kazooed this song?
Have I? You know me and my obsession with the band Ghost. Yes. There was a time where the lead singer of Ghost forgot the lyrics to his own song, and he played a kazoo instead of singing the lyrics, and he fully admitted, I don't know the lyrics.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We love Papa 3. We love Terzo in this house.
Yes. And I also love that everybody is now rewriting the song. Wait.
Order a hot Americano.
Are you also do we have another Ghost stan in chat?
Yes, Mac is here.
No, our new friend.
Yes.
Why?
I know this person.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I thought this was just like a new friend.
I was gonna give you the sneaky that I know that user.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, this is so funny. Okay.
I will inform you a sneaky.
Oh, a sneaky. Okay. I'll wait for the sneaky.
There you go. You have been told.
I would like to start by apologizing.
I don't know why I thought you knew the whole time.
I did not know. I apologize for my behavior. I hope it's not a reflection on Careless or anybody else in chat.
You've been very nice. Shut the fuck up.
I'm just kidding. Okay, everything's fine. Okay. Oh, they've just now said uni. in the second chapter, like 12
So
paragraphs in. They've just now
they're rewriting.
they're rewriting.
They're changing their lore in the second chapter. Everybody.
All the lore is changing. Anyways, so
Yeah, this is all Snake's fault. Snake's the one that's making
Snake.
me look bad.
I'm just kidding. It's all of us. None of us know how to behave anymore. At all. So he's like talking about how much he likes Oliver, which is very cute.
And he's reading because of Oliver.
He's reading because of Oliver. That was actually a term we used in high school a lot.
Do I
which
want to
was
know?
It was the buddy that you would take with you to the bathroom because you didn't want to go alone.
A bathroom buddy.
A bathroom, yes, a bathroom buddy. Which was always very fun because at my high school, we had physical bathroom passes, and a lot of teachers would have 2 of them. Most of the time, it was just like a laminated piece of paper that had the teacher's name on it. The piss cast,
I hate this.
if you will. But my art teacher had to be different, obviously, because she was an art teacher, and our bathroom pass for art class was a block of wood that could be used as like a blunt object if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, which was a conversation we had frequently on the way to the bathroom. And we dubbed it the piss stick, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a whole thing in my like middle school and high school of make the weirdest object into a pass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because kids would lose them all the time, so it would always just be like some weirdo thing. I'm trying to remember. I think there was a rumor that at one point one of our teachers in high school had um like a blow up tube as the hall pass.
Like a
I
bonker?
don't. What?
Like a bonk? Like a thing you bonk people with?
No, like a tube that you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I never saw that.
Oh.
I've heard of it.
Yes. Well, sometimes. It kind of depended. If Boot Lady was who was on duty between classes, yeah, you definitely. Sorry, she broke her foot at the beginning of freshman year. We called her Boot Lady for the rest of our time in high school.
Understandably.
If it was anyone other than Boot Lady, like you could probably get away with not having it, and you could just say like, "Oh, we don't have one anymore," or like someone lost it or whatever, and like you'd be fine. But like Boot Lady would stick you in. We called it sweep. Was our like detention if you got caught out of class or if you didn't make it to school on time for the late bell.
Y'all had so much like
Yeah.
specific language.
Oh no, like we had a whole, it was like a whole culture at my high school.
I remember getting dismissed from class because I had a doctor's appointment and seeing an oxy deal go down the hallway.
Oh,
Yeah, he stole his parents' oxy, and he was like real loud about it.
wow.
Like they were trying to do like the handoff, the real sly handoff, but like the dude didn't know how to whisper.
Listen,
So like I fucking knew it was. I didn't say shit.
I was not a smart teenager, but I was
We've
not
heard
that
about
stupid.
We've heard about your library business.
Except for the one time, did I ever tell you guys a story about the one time when I accidentally approached the wrong car?
I believe in the last episode you did.
Yeah, I think in the lost episode I told you that was like the most horrifying experience of my life. But apart from that, ugh,
Yeah, I
ugh,
believe
on
that was,
campus,
yeah.
that's like that kid deserved whatever he got. If he got caught, he deserved it.
That was in high school too. I'm like, damn kid. All right.
It was approaching the wrong car. The fear of God strikes you.
Especially with, your business practices at the time.
Yeah, when you have like a really dope library book and you're approaching the wrong, oh, that's Yeah, the fear of God. I don't believe in God, but if I did, that's that would be the vibe. Um, oh my god, I just read ahead. So this bitch is reading The Great Gatsby. That's
Yep,
what he's
yep.
deciding is classic literature. Okay. I'm just
Because
kidding. I
classic
actually.
literature is what you read in high school, according to
Yes. Which,
which
listen, I love Great Gatsby. I love the metaphor. I love the longing of The Great Gatsby. I don't know that I would say that it's classic.
can I fight with classic literature as someone with a literature degree? Can I fight with classic literature?
By all means.
Carmilla should be considered classic literature. It was
Yes.
written 30 years before Dracula.
Yes. I
Let the
agree.
lesbian vampire have her time in the not sun.
That's okay. Listen, the homoerotic undertones of Great Gatsby, yes. Carmilla, yes. I maintain that the only reason a lot of people hate Great Gatsby is because the way it's taught.
Yes. Also, the movie
Um,
sucks.
yeah, I wasn't I loved the aesthetic of the movie.
I don't like the
Um,
way that they framed it separately. Like the way
mm,
they changed the framing of it to be him writing a.
yeah, that was weird. Um,
And I don't like the actor that got to play Nick. Personally, I don't remember who it was. I just remember
uh,
I.
Spider-Man,
Oh yeah,
whatever the hell his name is.
the first Spider-Man,
There you.
right?
Oh, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, don't shit on Tobey Maguire. I don't think he's that bad, but like, I don't know. It didn't work for me. I also went to see The Great Gatsby, and then immediately got out of the theater, went to the bathroom, went and saw Man of Steel. So
oh,
both of them were disappointments. Gonna be really honest.
yeah.
Also, Man of Steel and all that Sears ending.
Oh, I know. There was so much of the Sears building.
They like crash into a Sears, and then it's just like Sears, and you're like, that's gonna age really well. Look now, Sears doesn't exist anymore. They went fucking bankrupt.
Yep. Um,
Okay, back on track.
so he's reading Great Gatsby. He's poring over the pages. It's really interesting. The bell rang at the front door of the coffee shop, and no, you're right. You're right. About
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sears is dead. Um, so
Beep. I wrote an entire research paper on how Victor Frankenstein is a terrible figure.
that's true.
So it was a very heated essay for me to write. And I believe I've told this story before, but this was my senior year English class, and my teacher was like, "I'm going to assign each of you a separate book, and you're going to write a research paper about this book." And I have to allow "Suck My Nards" from Snake. Um, but I remember we got to like write down our like top 5 things that we would like in the list that he gave us, and we could like propose other things if we wanted to. And I wrote down my top 5, and I believe 5 was probably Frankenstein. I know I put the
Hmm.
Silmarillion a lot higher because I'm a nerd. Um, and he's going through and he's assigning them to each kid, and he's like, uh, like um, Kevin, I don't know. There was not a Kevin in my class, but like, you're
If
gonna
there
read this
was,
book. I think you're going to like it.
hmm.
And then he got to me and he goes, and you get Frankenstein. And then it goes to the next kid. No, I think you're gonna like it. Every other person, there was like a reasoning behind choosing it, or
Hmm.
I think you're gonna like this or whatnot. It was just, oh, you're the goth kid, Frankenstein.
I
It was
mean,
just, you're gonna have Frankenstein.
solid, solid pick. I feel like,
I enjoyed. I got very mad at Victor Frankenstein.
yeah.
The entire time I was reading that book.
You're the spoopy.
Also, yeah,
Spoopy.
spoopy. Um,
Um,
I also am now that asshole that when people say Frankenstein and they mean the monster, I would be like, no, you mean
the
the monster.
monster.
Although Frankenstein is the monster in the book, not the monster itself.
Is that like the whole point of like,
Victor is the monster. Yeah.
yeah. Which slay. Um, so
When
instead of being, you're right, Beep, you're right,
yeah, Beep, you're right.
you're right.
Actually, Henry deserved better. No one deserves Victor.
That's valid. Um, Frankenstein's little baby boy is what I call it.
You know
Yeah,
what? I will accept Frankenstein's little baby boy.
yeah.
Can we make that like? We should have a shirt that's just Frankenstein's
Can
little
someone
baby boy.
put that also in the merch
Can
channel?
someone
Pretty
put that in
please.
merch? Thank you.
Um,
Just a little. Someone draws like a little. Hey son, you want a wife? Fuck you. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm just imagining Frankenstein's little baby boy, and there's like a little chibi Frankenstein
yeah.
monster drawing.
I'd love it.
His name was Adam. Um, it depends on in I Frankenstein the movie they called him Adam with the gargoyle.
Bless.
That was a pretty okay movie, I'm gonna say.
10 feet tall. 10 feet tall,
Nerdy.
but still GB.
Still,
That could
still,
be.
cute little boy. Yeah, he's cute.
Um. So we you like tangents. All we do is tangents here.
I just found another typo when I first read this.
Oop.
My place of yours
Oh,
instead of
look at
or yours.
that. So instead of being another customer, it turns out that it's just Oliver coming to visit Jack, and he invites him to have a movie night, and they decide that they're gonna be at Jack's house.
Because Jack's got a comfier place, I guess.
Yes. And they end up not watching the movie very much, but then we jump backwards again, and they have
And
popcorn.
it's not the reason you think that they're not watching it, which I like the fact that it's like, oh, they
Yeah.
didn't end up watching the movie, and then it's not like a Netflix and chill situation. It's like actual they were
Yeah.
being just disgustingly romantic and cute.
Exactly. And so then they're kissing again, and they're trying to watch the movie, and they're on top of each other for a hot minute, and then they're kissing again, and there is a lot of detail about what is going on with their mouths, and it is a lot, and
we can just
we're just gonna get through it.
skip over this.
We're gonna skip. You guys don't need to know. We gotta protect the children, you know? Gotta protect the children. So.
Yeah, okay. And then we get another pickup line. Don't read my smutsies.
We never listen, the only time we read smut, like read it. Oh my god, Moxie! Welcome!
Hi, Moxie!
And hi, Raiders. Oh my god, welcome in. We're reading Oliver Twist. We're almost at the end, thank god.
Well, we're reading Oliver Twist fanfiction.
Yeah, obviously.
Hello?
We're not reading Charles Dickens.
Imagine this is just a literature podcast now.
Which
you can read that for yourself and decide what it means.
You can read that. You can, yep. So anyways, they make out for a while, and another just crazy, intense, hilarious, so stupid
oh no, Moxie, no, we got past it. We don't want to go back.
Moxie, we got past the piss. Ash, hi.
Hi, Ash.
And so basically, what Jack says is he says, "I seem to have lost my heart. I think you may have it."
Yep.
And
sickly sweet.
Very sickly sweet. Piss me with you.
Oh god.
And also with you.
Forgive my transgressions.
Okay, it's Pride Month.
Well, you don't want the rat roll in the server? That's only for Denny.
Oh, it is, and with
worry.
your spirit now, isn't it?
I'm not religious.
I know too much about religion for not being a religious person.
I mean, how else would you have written God's will?
Listen, I am so close to being like through it all. and it makes me sad. But it's okay.
Mhm.
Every story has to end.
I feel like no story is ever over, to be honest with
That
you.
too. But it's okay because once it's done, then I can actually like start looking to like pub options like that. So
Hell yeah.
we're excited. We're
3 of
also
my friends getting
sad.
published.
Not until you die. Even then, it's
Even
never
then,
over.
no. The story is only over if you thought it was about you.
Oop.
Night Valeisms over here. I have a shirt that says you won't sleep when you're dead either. That's from Night Vale.
Oh, that's actually kind of slay.
I love it. I wish that the design was like better. It's just like big block text, but it's one of their really like one of their first shirts.
I
I
got
like
you.
if it was a crop top, that would be cute. Remember that there was that. Do you remember those crop tops that I found like a while back? And one of them was like, "God is real and these tits are fantastic."
Yes.
Or sorry, God is dead and these tits are fantastic.
Yes.
Or no, it was God isn't real but these tits are. That's what it said.
Oh, that's even better. Yes.
I am forgetting things. I don't remember what the other one said, but it had like flames on it, and it was just like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't need this, but it's cute.
Yes.
Someone's gonna pick it up after you die. It's just the nature of stories is that in the process of reading them and thinking about them, you are continuing them in some form in my brain.
Exactly.
Nothing is ever truly over in when it comes to literature.
Um.
As long as the literature exists in it is.
Oh, bye, Beep.
Oh, have fun, Beep.
Speaking of the end, we get to the end of this fan fiction, and it ends with Jack saying, I love you, and then Oliver says, I love you too. And there's a whole thing about like spending the rest of their lives together, and yeah. Mooer, come back. Bully was here for exactly 3 seconds.
Bully.
He just came to
Oh
make
my
sure I was
god.
still here.
Next week we'll have Aqua.
Next week we'll have Aqua. I don't know if next week is gonna be a podcast weekend.
If you cannot do it, do not worry.
Sure.
We already know that you've got big trip coming up.
Big trip.
And
I'm
like
leaving.
honestly, I might be so fucking tired after having my parents here for a week. I love my
Yeah.
parents, but it's going to be a lot of it's going to be very hectic
Mhm.
with trying to get my furniture and everything and readjusting a cat to a brand new place.
Yes.
Uh
Transformers.
or watch cats. Bunny hasn't been able to watch cats with us this whole time.
No,
We keep
every
watching cats
time.
without Bunny. So I think
I think I've been there for
watch.
one.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been there for one because we all
Okay.
changed our profile pictures.
Yes. Okay. So
Yeah,
you were there for, so it's fine.
just one. But yeah, Optimus Prime.
But no, Snake. No,
Snake.
no, Mac. I don't want to watch the
No.
2019. Thank you.
No. You guys,
No.
no.
I would much rather. I was gonna say single-handedly pull out my teeth, but I also don't want to do that. So
I would rather shave my head.
I can I say, when I was driving across the country, Snake did inform me of the fact that he would like to fuck the Transformers, and I, while in Wisconsin, did see like a Transformers like thing because I was in like a very touristy area that has a lot of it has the world's or the country's largest water park, I believe.
Oh.
But there was a Transformers thing, and I took pictures of the Transformers outside and sent.
Hmm.
I was stopped at a stoplight. I was stopped at a red light, but I was in my car. But I was stopped at a red light. It was fine. I took a picture really fast.
That's fine. We're stopped.
Yeah, I thought about turning around and taking pictures up close, but it was gross and rainy outside.
Yeah.
But if I ever see Transformers again, like in the wild, I will stop and take pictures of Snake always. I'm here for you, Snake. So I'm gonna be with him. I don't know if there was an Optimus Prime, but I know there was a Bumblebee. I sent you a picture. You know what was there.
Mm-hmm.
The better than I probably do. And you could visit Ray while you're there.
I wonder if you could legally marry the statue. Well, not
Uh,
like legally legal, but you know what I mean. Like sometimes people like marry their cars. Lulu!
look, the baby. Can you can marry Hatsune Miku? You can. Moxie, why are you not married to Hatsune Miku? That was the weirdest pause between those two things. Wait, sorry, Moxie, you would be married to Leon Kennedy. I'm not interested in 16-year-olds. Well, isn't she eternal actually?
Oh yeah, does Miku actually have like an age?
I don't know. She's been around for probably around as long as I have, so she's got to be close to 30 at this point. Levka!
He's like,
One of these days, we do have to have Moxie on for a Leon Kennedy fic. That is something that eventually we got to do. If Moxie would like to be a part of it.
one up here.
Uppies.
They're like wanting uppies, but then they don't want uppies when it's time for the uppies. Here.
They're being traitorous. They're just trying
They
to
are.
make your life difficult.
But
IDK, I think her official age is 16, maybe.
that's very young.
I don't like that. Where is the child?
I'm trying. Hold on. Pause for 2 seconds. Let me see if I
Yeah,
can do something that'll work. Can't hear anything though.
you're good. You're good. Moxie, find us a good Leon Kennedy fic that's not like straight smut, and we'll schedule with you. Official age is I don't like that. Next to the bumblebee. Okay, okay. I remember. Oh. This is Levka, the boy.
You look terrified. You look mortified. Like you don't want to
Not
be here.
Moxie. Just something that has more than just. I hope you understand.
That was him slamming into the desk as he
Oh.
laid down on the lap. So
We have been blessed by the baby.
been blessed
We have seen the child.
by the most delulu of our dogs. Levka has no thoughts. Except up, down, and outside.
Yeah.
His brain is just full of jazz music, or circus music, depending on how excited about. He is a tiny, perfect boy.
I am gonna be honest. I think Aquamarine is. I think the music in her head is either like dark piano or Depeche Mode at all times.
Yes. Ether
Ether!
for the
Hello!
follow.
I'm sure I can find something for y'all. Work on it.
Yeah.
No rush, Moxie.
Yeah, don't rush. Oh my. Don't eat. Okay. Gang's all here.
The gang's all here right as we're like hitting 2 hours.
I know. Ether, I'm so
Okay.
sorry you just missed King Levka. He's still in my lap. He's literally right here, but I don't have a wide lens, so
Yeah, yeah.
he is here though.
I'm just messing with the mic stand now.
Yeah, valid.
Just like things because I'm holding the mic.
Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Acknowledge your 20.
Yep, acknowledge
News
20.
coming
We will be
soon.
things will be happening soon. We have a Patreon for that.
Here we go. Everybody can
Webcam.
just look at. So
The baby boy.
Gonna snooze.
Tuesday. About Tuesday? I will have. We will have Aqua. Oh, Aqua is landing.
Yes. The 20th is when you acknowledge your 20 will start.
Yes.
You stinkers. Oh, hello. Hi.
If you get early access, don't spoil shit for people.
Yeah, if you guys
But
are part of Patreon and you have early access, please don't spoil things. You know, you
you all know. A lot of y'all have
you
other
know the
people's
rules.
Patreons. But
It's like so many more of my
it's
tattoos that
Pupper
you guys
Cam.
can see than usual. Look at that. Oh. Oh, okay. Are we done? Are you all done? Okay.
I have that date embedded in my mind.
He
I love that for
freaks
you,
out
Moxie.
every time he goes to jump down.
Snake, you better not. Snake, remember we hit 50 followers, so so Locke's gonna block you. I'm gonna lie to Snake about the
That's valid.
yeah, so next week if we do podcast, if there is enough energy between the two of us and we are not super stressed because uh a lot of things are happening in lives right now, like a tier list or something next week if we are here. If we are not here, we apologize, but understand life happens.
And there will be so much Acknowledge Your 20 content, you guys won't even miss us. So,
And we will be back. We'll have, whether or not we do something this coming weekend, after that it will be 2 weeks with nothing, the podcast, and then we will be, potentially be back unless we're very tired from traveling. And
I think that puts us at like the 16th of July.
we'll be back in July at some point, everybody.
Yeah.
I hope you have a good, if you live in America, don't be an asshole with fireworks, for the pets and the people with PTSD. Be safe in the heat. Wear sunscreen. I don't care. Wear sunscreen.
Absolutely wear sunscreen. That's like the most important thing.
Me, who got horribly sunburned and was still wearing sunscreen. Wear fucking sunscreen. Thank you.
Wear sunscreen. Very important. See? Always. I don't go outside. You know what? You should still wear sunscreen inside. Like, if your house gets any amount of natural light.
Also, if you're driving to and from work, at least on your face.
Sunscreen.
Also, apparently, like, if you have, like, high-powered lights, like, if you use, I don't have my big, light up, but apparently you're also supposed to wear sunscreen if you are looking at screens all day and stuff like that and have big lights on your face.
I put sunscreen on my hands before I do my nails. Because for gel, you use a UV light to cure your gel polish. So that's that. Also, my nails are holographic glitter and you can't even tell.
You can post some really pretty
you can tell now.
on the server. Hell yeah.
Listen.
You always have the best nails.
It's the gay month. We have to do gay nails.
We gotta.
We have
my
to.
nails are not done.
It's
my
okay.
nails are, I'd let them grow out though.
They look nice.
I should probably cut them before tomorrow. But
send those hot nail pics. I can't. My phone's dead.
I mean, you can later though.
I will later. Because I have to have surgery. Yeah, that's like really fucked up that they won't let you have slay nails. Aw. You have time, Moxie.
Do it.
You have time. Do it.
And share pictures with us.
Yeah, and do pictures.
I wish I could do my nails, but I have no. It is very homophobic.
It is. It is very homophobic. But yeah.
I'm gonna say good night.
Yeah.
I really want to eat that pasta I made.
Moxie,
I made TikTok pasta, everybody.
Moxie, do you? Oh yeah, you did the orzo.
I made one of the Borson cheese TikTok pastas, and it actually was really fucking good.
Yeah.
It took double the time, or probably more than double the time. The person said, I don't know if it was that my oven didn't get as hot, that I was doing it in a different kind of pan because I had to have the recipe because I did not have a casserole dish and I was using a pie plate. But it took me more than double the time, but it did come out really good.
See? Sometimes TikTok is right about food.
I test the recipe so y'all don't have
Perfect.
I've been trying to experiment with different foods and stuff, and I love a one pot or one pan recipe. So
Yeah. I love that for you. And same, because like I don't want to we just had this conversation, but I don't want to dirty
yeah,
dishes.
we had the whole thing of like I don't want to clean any fucking dishes.
No. I
Give me
don't want
one,
to.
two dishes to clean. The one I cook
Yeah.
in, the one I eat off of.
Exactly. Sometimes if I'm feeling particularly lazy, I will just eat out of the fucking thing I cook in because why not?
Who's stopping you?
Literally, who said that I can't?
Exactly. That's
No
what I should
one.
have done. I don't have a trivet though for my because it was real hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put it on a plate and then put chicken with it and then
Exactly. Or I'm eating out of the pizza
if it's just
box.
me, I'm eating out of the pan. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat
God,
out of it.
I didn't go to get the pizza the other day, and I kind of hate myself for not getting the maybe I'll get pizza when my parents are here.
Do it. You have to try
I
that pizza place.
I want that cinnamon thing.
And the cinnamon thing.
I want the fucking cinnamon thing.
It sounds good.
That is the whole thing. You can get it.
I know. It's right around the corner from my house.
If you try it before me, I need to.
I
also,
will describe it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tell me, is it worth the $7?
Oh my god, of course.
Well, it's on the $7 menu.
Yeah.
Also, I did find a recipe for cookie dough on like edible cookie dough. I don't know. Technically, you're supposed to use heat treated flour, and I'm not heat treating my flour. I'm a bitch. So hopefully, it doesn't make me sick. But
I've made that stuff before. It's really good. I didn't get sick from it.
I think as long as you're not eating like a fucking pound of it,
yeah,
and you're not eating it every single night.
Right.
But I might make more of it.
I mean, that would be good. Like if homemade ice cream is your thing, you could also put that in your homemade ice cream and then freeze it. And I feel like that does the same thing as like heat treating. So,
hey, yeah,
I'm just saying it could be a whole thing.
This is a recipe that has no egg because it's meant to be like it's meant to be eaten as dough. It's just a heat treated flour thing.
Right.
Which honestly, you can just put your flour, but also I believe that I think that all purpose should be heat treated.
I think so.
It should be like again, as long as you're not eating a fucking gallon of it at a time, I think it'll be fine. I also it calls for milk, and I do not have milk, so I've just been using water, and it's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's fine. We use what we have. That there's that one TikTok lady. It's just like it'll be fine. We use what we have. It's like the thing in her. I love this.
I actually, it's funny that you say that because I actually had a friend in high school who would drink raw egg regularly. He was huge. This man was huge.
Okay, he was like, yeah, okay.
He was let me explain. He carried me like a quarter of a mile after I dated this guy in high school who was in ROTC, so we went to military ball. It was like this whole thing. Anyways, my boyfriend could not carry me because he was a small twig of a man, which was fine. That's like my type, whatever. But his friend, my friend, who worked out like religiously, carried me like a fourth of a mile because I couldn't walk in my shoes because my shoes were really big heels and they hurt my feet. Yeah, exactly, Snake. It was like a whole fucking thing. It doesn't. Anyways, rest in peace, Audie. Love you, your boy. But so that was funny that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
But yeah, raw egg. You'd love to see it.
I think that's it for us tonight.
Yeah, I think that's it. I have pictures too of how I looked. I looked really fucking cute. That man did not deserve me. Snake, I didn't know that you I did not know this about you. I'm loving the snake
Yeah,
lore tonight.
we're getting snake lore. Snake's been a military ball.
Slay. I
I would.
love that.
I'm very hungry.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. I also am starving because I need to make dinner too. Thank you guys for coming. We'll see you maybe next week. Who
Maybe next
knows?
week, if not in July. I
In
mean,
July.
around it. You won't be around much in the server,
I
but
probably will not be.
yeah. Have fun. Be safe. This is. I'm going to give you guys homework again, the way
Oh.
we did the last time we had a little breaky break. I want to hear about something fun you did while we were away.
Oh yeah, you
When we
guys
come back.
should tell us what you guys have done without us.
Yeah, go. Your homework is to do something fun while we are not streaming.
Something out of your
So,
comfort zone, but not too far.
but
Just
not
a
too
little
far.
far.
So,
Maybe
something that's still fun.
maybe ask somebody at a store for help when you need it.
Make an attempt to ask.
Yeah, just try to ask for help.
Snake,
No, that's not fun.
you have special homework is to survive
Yeah.
and recover and take your time to.
Yeah. Take some time for yourself, Snake.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You all fail. No, I'm kidding. Listen, just even if it's like at Starbucks or something and you're like, "Hey, is this menu item any good?" You don't have to get that. You can still say, "Oh, I think I'll just get my usual or whatever." But like just practice cuz it's okay.
Snake, I now expect this I live bitch picture.
Yeah, we need it. Just a text that you're okay.
Literally just a DM from Snake.
Yeah,
I live bitch.
I lived. Oh my god.
I'll send you the you got this picture before.
Genius.
Oh.
Bunny works for
Bunny works for big conversation.
I'm trying really hard. Okay.
Bunny's just trying to push us outside of anxiety.
Yeah, cuz it's okay. Like it's good. It is okay and it's good.
We're just asking that you make an attempt.
Just one
I
attempt.
also need. Although I was very chatty with staff at the concert, so
That's true.
I'm getting better.
Yep. You just like everyone just needs a little social support. That's it. Just pretend that I'm there with you. That I'm just like, you guys, but I really can't. You have to do it for me because I'm really scared and I can't do it, which would never happen because
Do it for Bunny.
just do it for me. Oh my god. Okay.
Good night.
Good night. I'll see you guys when I see you. And Careless will see you when they see you too.
Yeah. We'll see you when we see you.